Yeah, I mean, fun environment. You know, it's always a challenge to come on a road game and get a win. But I mean, we got to be ready to play. We knew they were going to crash the glass. We knew they were going to try to run up and down as fast as they could, and we just couldn't take care of business. I mean, a lot of people don't know who we are. I mean, we come from Fort Wayne, small school, so we're just trying to get our name out there, show everybody in the country that we can play with anybody. Yeah, I mean, we still have yet to put 40 minutes together, but I mean, we're working every day to get better. So we'll see what happens in March. First, most definitely was not a home game tonight. I mean, as you can see, they were loud. The fans and Hoosiers came to cheer. But I mean, it was fun. It's always good to play in front of high school classmates, old friends. So.
How excited are you to have this game at War Memorial Coliseum next year? Now that you've gotten a taste of what this series is going to be like.
I was real excited. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't come down here and take care of business like we wanted to get the fans away from here up to Fort Wayne, but it'll still be fun. Memorial Coliseum is a big arena, so just like kind of almost as close as Assembly Hall, maybe. Yeah, for sure. I mean, probably the next biggest arena we play in is going to be the conference tournament. So I mean, it gives us that edge going into smaller gyms, smaller schools, just ready to play.
I think it'll give us a little edge against Austin Peay this weekend. Being able to come back, we've been 7-game road stretch, so going back home is going to be important to get a win going back into that. Yeah, definitely. We play in a crowd like this that's pretty much against us all up there in South Dakota, so I think it's a good environment for a lot of these new guys to be able to see that early. I think it was getting stops. We weren't able to get stops and play our transition offense. We were, walking the ball off the floor and not being able to play the kind of transition basketball we want to play.
All right, Coach, just your overall thoughts on tonight's ball game. Obviously, you would have liked to come out with a victory, but what's your biggest takeaway and what was the big difference tonight?
Well, I'm really proud of how our team has played during this 7-game road stretch. Trust me, when you feel it on yourself, and I know I'm older than these guys, you know they're feeling it a little bit, but they played with tremendous toughness and resilience through this stretch. But tonight, after about the 8-minute mark, we had a lull in playing the way we like to play on the offensive end, swinging the ball side to side and so forth. And we talked before the game that when you take difficult shots against these guys, it puts a lot of pressure on you because that leads to long rebounds, transition game, and that's what Indiana does really, really well. Their transition game is phenomenal, and the pace they play. And that's where they got us tonight. Transition D affected us tonight, as well as the rebounding. I mean, they smashed us on the glass tonight. That's something that I feel like we've been really, really good at in stretches this year. So we gotta improve that quickly, because those are the two things that kept Austin Peay in the game when we were down there at their place. I mean, I was hoping not to have 38 tonight because I knew what that would mean for us. But it's no surprise to me. I mean, he's a really, really good player and difficult to guard in transition, in ball screen situations. Those were the things that we made priorities of coming into this game, and we just didn't execute it tonight. Oh, absolutely it did. I mean, we were getting some stops. We went into the timeout when I think they had a 7-point lead. They were starting to go on that run on us, and they had 13 points off of offensive rebounds at that stretch, and you're just looking at your guys and we got to manage this. Some of it is Indiana's a good team. I mean they're quick, athletic, they're good players. I mean, there's a reason they were in the preseason top 25. So it's not just our inability to execute things, but at the end of the day, that's what we needed to do to stay in the game, and unfortunately the guys didn't execute those details to do that today.
How much of a benchmark is this game, knowing that the way the Summit League is shaping up, you got some really good teams that you're going to be playing down the stretch for a conference title?
You mean this game in terms of a benchmark? I mean, I don't know. It's you play so many games. This is the 7th one in a row on a stretch. I mean, I like to look at the body of work of where we are. I mean, obviously you can tell that we got to get better. And that's our mantra: get better, be better today than we were yesterday, be better tomorrow than we were today, and we got to get better because we were placed under some stressful situations by a good team, that plays really well in transition, that really tests every gap, that shoots the ball really well, and that sounds a lot like South Dakota State, who just beat Minnesota last night, who we got to play through in our league. So we got to get better in some of those areas to be successful in our league.